So it's like it does offer that kind of variety, that mix-up opportunity that maybe Toon is not ready for. And we're going to start off with the Ryu, so we are going main first.
Yeah, and that's interesting to see that Toon did not select his main as our first option. We have Mario instead, but you can see pretty quickly we are not really going to start with a whole lot of neutral. Asimo going to get a little bit of damage for himself, not really able to get a whole lot off of it, but you can see Toon just resetting us, trying to come back to center of the stage. And as you said, though, we are going to get a slightly different stage, small battlefield. Pretty good for all of these characters overall, though.
That's true. You know, Mario doesn't have the kind of get-off-me tools that maybe are necessary against an FGC character like this. Sometimes you got to be extremely careful because this is a fist fight, but Mario not using very many of the fireballs, not using some of the ranged options that can help you here, and especially when you are in scrapping range with Ryu, I don't think you have the greatest of chances because this man is just punching through your punches. He'll break your fist and your face.
Mario is technically a brawler character, but it's a heavyweight versus the comeback kid.
That's
per
right.
Se.
That's right. You might as well be Little Mac at this point, bro.
All right, Ryu able to recover Asimo, just coming back to the center of the stage, jumping over the anvil. But as you can see, those blocks coming out from Toon in pretty quick succession, sending the minecart underneath of the stage. Not going to catch Asimo with it just yet. Trying to just sort of muscle his way through these blocks as he is apt to do. Actually going to follow up with that damage with the Hadouken, coming back with the Elytra. Toon just trying to avoid a potential edge guard as much as he possibly can.
Yeah, you can tell Asimo is like, he definitely is like well-versed on the character and the player knowledge as well, knowing that Toon loves sending that minecart underneath blocks when you break the lowest level. So that's why Asimo is like going for the down tilt, trying to break that and then force out that minecart, because as long as it's on the field, I don't have to worry about it. If I know where it is, I don't have to worry about it coming out and just surprising me like that, like the anvil just did.
Yeah, and we do see the Ryu is gone. Big damage coming out from the Falcon just yet. Trying to go for that down air at ledge, not going to get it. However, Toon trying to come back with the perfect parry of the back air, and then immediately stock just gone.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, kind of feels like fast Ryu right now. Like we are speedy Ryu. Like it feels like this definitely fits the bill. Asimo can play very similarly to how you play as Ryu with Captain Falcon. You just kind of get in, you're close, and I mean these burst movement options are really good. Sometimes even better than what Ryu boasts, because you can actually use the airspeed to get in on the floaty character of Ness.
Absolutely, and that is exactly what you see that he seems to be going for. Way off stage, air dodging in order to come back, very long distance, getting some nairs for Toon. As, okay, yes, sitting in shield a little bit too long, getting hit with the PK fire, coming back, air dodging into the other side of this. Wow, big yo-yo coming out from Toon. Able to get something off of the grab, the up throw not just enough.
Okay, yeah, we get the yo-yo, but I mean a second chance there. Great get-up attack there from Asimo. Not gonna, whoa! Let it rip, and all of a sudden the yo-yo doesn't even matter, doesn't have time to come back around the horse, and there you go. Falcon kick straight through. It is a great gap closer, but it is the kill option here for Asimo. Game 1 goes to him.
Absolutely. You know what, Nerf? I wish we had gotten to see the Palutena. And that, you know, that was really because of Asimo's dominance that we didn't see her. But I am curious to see if he is to do something to this lineup.
I don't know. I mean, the Ryu was doing enough. Like, I mean, you said, like, when the Ryu was gone, you were like, oh, well, you know, it feels like you didn't really do too much. But, I mean, taking the first stock and getting a lot of damage on the second stock, I think you did do a lot of the pre-work with Ryu. So I think that, like, we might see some Palutena, but, I mean, we might just stick with it because it seemed to be working.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not saying that because it was not the right order. I was just saying I do wish I could have seen it because I am curious about his Palutena.
No, I agree. I definitely want to see it, but I mean, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's my take.
Oh,
okay, we're gonna do it third again.
Yeah, the very same lineups.
No, we're starting with the Falcon here with Asimo. Okay, I like that.
Okay, and
starting with the Steve, yeah.
And no Aegis and we didn't see Aegis before.
That's true. So we switch into the Aegis. That's a really nice play. But we're starting with the main here on Toon's side, which is smart, man. You saw Asimo doing it in the first game. We're like, okay, I got to do it. But then Asimo switches, so now the Falcon is against the Steve, which I think was really useful in that last game.
Absolutely. You can see Toon hasn't really had a chance to set up a whole lot of blocks just yet, and that's because Asimo's been making it really difficult for him, not even able to get the ladder either. Trying to mine, just sort of trying to continue on with making some of these blocks. Back air, sending him off stage, Asimo able to recover, and then trying to get a potential edge guard for himself. The TNT coming back in and going to send him into the Rube Goldberg machine. Not able to...
Oh, no, you got so close!
Oh, he was so close to muscling through those stone blocks. Unfortunately, the choice of stone from Toon just really going to snuff out that recovery.
I mean, it was really nice. You get the hit activation with like the swing when you hit that block. That means you have the ability to like delay a little bit and reset and maybe hope that those blocks are going to go away in time for you to skate the edge and then go grab ledge. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out that way, but it doesn't matter. We get the follow-up there, and that's going to do it. Steve is gone, and Asimo now on the main. Toon without it. That could turn the tide of this game.
Alrighty, now this is not, if I were, so honestly Toon not really in a super enviable position with the nest, able to get something off of this, but unfortunately being a character who is a floaty, being up against such a like heavy damage dealing character such as, oh no, oh no.
Oh my god, well,
possibly worse.
Your wish has been granted.
Alright, I was about to say, possibly the monkey's paw of commentator's curse.
That's right, the curls. Oh my god, but we are going to see the Palutena after all. It's going to need to do the work against the nest, which, I mean, honestly, not the best of matchups here, but it is what it is. You got to make the plays with the character you're given.
For sure, and especially with a character such as Palutena, she does have a whole lot of edge guarding potential.
Oh yeah.
Coming back in with the nest, you really do see Toon just sort of trying to reset to neutral as much as possible. Asimo, though, I don't think he's really looking for an edge guard just yet, as it seems to be that he's pretty content with sitting on ledge for a little bit.
I think you also gotta like get used to the very different style of Palutena right now. Like, you can't play that close range game. You have to go for some of your ranged options. But at the same time, you also have to keep an eye on the magnet. Not gonna get the big counter hit that you're looking for. Unfortunately, it activates but doesn't hit. Asimo kind of coming up short there on that offstage edge guard. There we go.
All right, nice little back air from Asimo, able to seal out the nest, and now we actually have the Mithra coming out from Toon. So, first Mithra of this is set, but coming in with the rapid jab, going to be sending Asimo to the other side of the stage, not teching that, getting some of these triple up airs for sure. Coming back to the neutral and then able to get a little bit off of the up air, and then foresight from Toon gonna save him.
Yeah, we got that get out of jail free card coming in hot, and there we are looking for the ledge reset off the Prominence Revolt. Got to get out of this one. Can't get out of this one. You let yourself get caught by it. Let Toon fall on you with that neutral special, and once it hits the shield, you are locked into death.
Absolutely, that was such a good option from such a good checkmate, if I may use that word yet again.
Yeah.
Just because you are sitting in shield against the neutral special from Pyra. You know, there's not a whole lot that, like, you get your shield broken and you die, especially at that percentage as Palutena.
It's very core and forward smash-esque. Like it's one of those things that's like you have very, very, very few options, and you have to be lucky as well. Like, I think I gotta like make a mistake in order to not do the job. So yeah, it is what it is. I mean, that's just one of those things that, you know, Toon was in the right place at the right time and capitalized appropriately. Asimo, I appreciate the shield discipline, but sometimes it gets you into trouble.
For sure, and like from a player such as Asimo, I do like to see the shield discipline, but unfortunately that was just a scenario in which it was
detrimental. Yeah, it was more detrimental than helpful. You know, it's like, okay, I appreciate that, but like, that's not one of those moves that you can just take on the chin and then reset to neutral. You cannot do that. That is a death knell. So you've got to disengage completely when you see that, and if you are not reacting in time, that's only the second time that we've seen Asimo with a perhaps less than stellar reaction. It was that lack of a tech on that platform that also worried me. Still got to get your reactions on lock.
Absolutely, and it does look like we are going to have the main starting off this game number 3, coming back in with the minecart. It's going to shore you above the upper platform. Nerf, I believe this is the first time we've seen Battlefield as a stage picked.
True, yeah. Triplat's finally coming in to show their face. I mean, it makes sense because we saw small Battlefield in the last one. We want that juggle potential. We want that extra height for things like Shoryukens. We want that extra height for things like Falcon up specials. We want to see if we can get an up air from a Palutena. Those things are going to make it harder for Toon to stay alive at these high percents. Has been good at stock tanking in this set so far.
Absolutely, and you can see from Toon a whole lot of these edge guarding options coming out from him. You know, the blocks, like sticking Asimo between a rock and a hard place, especially with, okay, no, doesn't even matter. That's first stock going to be going to Asimo, and we see the nest yet again.
And still only less than 100% for Ryu. You still have a lot of survivability here as a big beefcake. So you got to do what you got to do. Get that perfect height of the Hadouken to stay alive for just a little bit longer, but the double jump caught out very nicely by Toon. Love that follow. Asimo to kind of find some distance, find some like space to like run around and jump on the platforms, because Toon is covering center stage so well and getting these like catches. Obviously Asimo trying to do the platform camping, trying to do a little circle camping here, but even then you get off stage 1 single second and Toon lets it rip with the yo-yo.
For sure. I mean, I think that that's the first time we've actually seen a successful edge guard from the yo-yo as well. So really glad that Toon was able to get that. And now the Palutena online, this is the character that seems to have the least practice involved. So I know that Toon is going to want to capitalize off of this as much as possible. The clank from the back air coming out, and now these two sort of resetting the nair coming out from Asimo, trying to go for the down tilt at the ledge, not able to get the edge guard just yet, shielding the PK fires and actually going to be able to go and follow up with a back air.
Still can't get the 2-frame with the down tilt, though. Still doesn't even matter because you're getting all these I-frame options with the back airs. Those are the true bread and butters that are allowing you to kind of like muscle through even the disjointed options that Toon has with the nest. Gotta watch out for that. The mistimed spot dodge means that Toon gets back for free and gets a little single piece of damage as well. Gotta get this stock soon because Toon is looking like the edge guard could be his.
Absolutely, and as you can see immediately, not even at full rage, but 2 stock from Toon, being able to close out a 2-1 game 3, like so definitively.
Yeah, didn't need the Aegis to come out for this one, and Toon beating Asimo 2-1 in Squad Strike here. A pretty interesting set because it's like we got to see that back and forth. We got to see Asimo play at peak, and we also saw him when he wasn't in flow state, when he was like on the back heels and being like, okay, look, I can't play my game. It's a feast or famine play style that he plays. And unfortunately, when you're famining, you know, we all stay a little hungry.